The following video is meant for the adult nerds in the community, so if you're under 13, please stop. Welcome back once again to the Nerd Room with J&J. I'm James Sharmack. Today I'm doing another Marvel Legends versus figure battle. So today we are doing the Hasbro Toy Biz retro version of the Scarlet Spider versus the original Toy Biz Scarlet Spider. I've been trying to get this figure for a while, trying to get the original one, but that's like almost triple digits, so it's a bit too much for me. Tried to find this one last year. Had to find one real cheap with damaged packaging, but the packaging is still there and all the parts are still there, so I'm going to take them out of the package anyway, so why not? So looking forward to this battle. We'll talk about the package first, then we'll get on to the battle. So if you guys like these battles, let me know in the comments below. Want to see more? I'll see what I can do, see what I can find, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. You can always use some more. So let's get on to it and talk about the packaging. Okay, so I haven't been able to see this figure at all last year. I was looking for him in the hunts. Obviously, you guys probably know that. You've probably seen the hunts. So I'm ecstatic to have this guy in my collection because, I wanted to have a straight up new Marvel Legends version of the figure. But anyways, let's take a look at the packaging. So obviously, as I stated, this is a tribute to the old Toy Biz packaging. I had to get it damaged, but it's okay. We're going to open it up anyway. So, and it cost me about $20, so that's good. So you have cool artwork of the Scarlet Spider on the side. So that's swappable parts on the bottom. Nice Scarlet Spider logo on the top there. I get my stinky hand out of the way. Marvel on the top. Turn it around. More stuff on the back, same artwork. Got some figures from the retro wave that it comes with. And let's see what the text has to say. The clone of Peter Parker left New York and wandered the country, returning years later calling himself Ben Reilly. He became the superhero known as the Scarlet Spider. And it's written in a bunch of languages. So, there you go. That's a nice retro styling. Let's take him out of the package. And let's compare him to the old Toy Biz figure, the actual one. Okay, let's compare paint and detail to start off with. So, clearly, I think there's the Hasbro one is a bit more richer. Just the red sticks out a little bit more, the blue sticks a little bit more. I mean, I get it that they don't want to go that dark with the red in the Toy Biz. And I did dig that it was a fabric sweatshirt, but he does have the spider on the back of that figure. It doesn't have it on the back there. And he has a belt, whereas the Toy Biz doesn't have a belt, but he has the web shooters and he has the anklets on. And, the fabric sweatshirt can come off and does have that hood if you want to put it on the figure. But I do have to give it to the Hasbro one just because, it just pops out a bit more. The eyes itself have a dimension to it. I like the sheen of the metal gauntlets. I like the belt, of course, and I dig that sweatshirt so it doesn't really look like it gets in the way. So let's give it to Hasbro for the paint and detail. Okay, let's talk accessories. So right off the bat, let's go to the Toy Biz one. You can remove the gauntlets. Can't really remove you can remove the sweatshirt. You can't really do anything with the anklets. And he comes with this nice base. Like it's a repaint of the original Spider-Man figure from the classics wave. Just that's a light blue. And you could hang the base on a wall, put him in like a Spider-Man pose. So that's pretty cool. And Hasbro, well, they give you two pair to hand. One's fist, another is a thwip, so you can change that up. And he comes with a Ben Reilly head. I don't know why the lights all wonky on that, but anyways, I guess I want to give it to the Toy Biz. As much as I like alternate hands and head, there's something to be said about having a base that comes with a figure and being able to actually stick it up on a wall or something and have them pose in it. instead of just standing around and making your own bases and whatnot. So surprisingly, Toy Biz wins this one. Okay, let's talk articulation. Probably know Hasbro's going to win this one, of course, but there's something to be said about the Toy Biz articulation regardless. Well, they do have the finger articulation where you can make him look like he's doing a whip, so that's kind of cool. But you know, these also have a tendency to be loose over time. He has a lot less articulation than that Spidey, but that's okay. Let's talk about his articulation regardless. His head goes back that far, goes forward that far, all the way around. He has articulation at two places on the neck, but that doesn't really work. His arm goes all the way around, goes up that far. No rotation at the bicep, but he has a double joint at the elbow. Calf rotation, and wrist goes back and forth like that. It goes back that far, goes forward that far. Rotation at the waist. Legs go apart that far, go forward and back that far. This is a Toy Biz, so it's really loose with the articulation. The thigh rotation, double joint at the knee. Calf rotation, ankle joint, and toe joint. Which, you know, since they get loose over time, he doesn't like to stand up. So we're going to put him in a pose and make him stand up first before we talk about the Hasbro one. He's probably going to fall down. So Hasbro, of course, head goes back that far, goes forward that far, all the way around. He has a little bit of a swivel, not too much. His arm goes up that far, all the way around, of course. Rotation to bicep, two joints at the elbow, of course. Wrist back and forth in rotation. Diaphragm goes back that far, goes forward that far. Rotation at the waist. Legs go apart that far, go forward and back that far. Thigh, two joints at the knee. Ankle pivot and back and forth. So let's get him some poses and see which one looks better in them. After we get this one to stand up. It's probably not fair for me to compare a figure that's about 20 years old to a figure that came out a couple years ago, but there is a respect for history because this is where the 6-inch figure wave pretty much started with the Spider-Man Classics wave, and Scarlet Spider was part of that. That being said, I'm surprised by how well he's held up with the posing and whatnot, but I shouldn't be surprised because the Spider-Man Classics were made more or less specifically to try to replicate Spider-Man poses instead of just being the traditional the articulation that they had beforehand. So that's pretty cool. But I gotta say, I do dig the Hasbro Scarlet Spider that much more, just because he looks more like the comic book to me. I mean, granted, they did what they did with what they had around 2000, 2001, but let's face it, now, you know, it's the new boss, right? Just that much cooler, the details that much better. I mean, they couldn't figure out how to replicate, you know, a plastic look with a sweatshirt, so they made a cloth. That's fine, but, you know, just this figure sticks out a bit more. Just, I think the articulation just a little bit better. And, you know, this is a figure that I had to have, a figure that I needed in my collection. He's probably going to be in the front. That doesn't mean I'm going to throw the Toy Biz in storage. He's going to go back on the wall with the rest where he has been in the Spider-Man collection, so he's not going anywhere. But as usual with these Toy Biz versus Hasbro's, Hasbro wins. So once again, I want to thank you guys for watching this versus battle. I appreciate it. If you guys liked it, if you guys want to see more of these, Let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button. Haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel so you can, tell me to do some more. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, I want to thank you as always, because I can't stop saying thank you guys enough for watching. I never will. Appreciate it. So until the next time, the next review, the next figure battle, keep on collecting and happy hunting.